Welcome back to the Marketing Combat Podcast. My name is Chris Kubbernus, and with me always is the hatted Jason Donnelly. Tell us what we're talking about today, Jason.
Ooh, today on the Marketing Combat Podcast, every time we do this, we know what the subject is, but we don't know what we're actually battling for. So the person on the other side of the table may actually have to be a devil's advocate if they don't want to argue this topic. Today's topic is the Burger King real size burger ads coming out of Mexico. And honestly, it's the question that I want to fight about here is, are they just marketing to advertisers, or are they actually advertising to the public? Personally, I got to tell you, I think it's just a bunch of advertisers going down the echo chamber again and talking to a bunch of advertisers. Think about like the Moldy Whopper. Again, I think it was just a bunch of advertisers talking to a bunch of advertisers instead of actually doing anything exciting and fun. Like, especially when you think about it, the burgers are so small on these big, what are they called?
Billboards.
Billboards? I forgot the word billboard. OOH, out of home. Oh, they're so small on the billboards that, like, what does it actually do? If you see that from a distance, you just see some dots on it. Who cares? You're not doing anything fun or exciting. You're just showing a bunch of advertisers that you think outside the box, and maybe your next job will be something better than advertising on a billboard in Mexico for Burger King real size burgers. Chris, tell me why I'm wrong.
I'll tell you why you're wrong. It's because as a activity, one of the things that fast food restaurants have had to battle is that their deceptive advertising practices towards the actual size, the style of their burgers. A lot of people get disappointed, right? They see an ad, they're like, oh, that looks awesome, that big juicy burger. And then they get to the store, they get it, and it's like, so it's not as it's advertised. And that's a big problem within the industry. So Burger King says, okay, we're going to flip it on its head. We're actually going to show you the actual size. Now, it's still a pretty burger. It's still like pumped up. It's still advertising burger, but it's the actual size. And for I think it's a good example of like going the opposite direction of when, people expect you to zig, you zag sort of thing. And I think that works really well in advertising. So this, people expected, if it's a mega stacker burger, which it is, it's like 5 patties or 6 patties or giant. They would expect a giant billboard with a giant burger on it saying mega, come buy it today, like get a mega deal, mega stackers are here, whatever it is, like gigantic savings, gigantic burgers are only a gigantic step away, those kind of things. Like those are very typical sort of advertising things. They go the other way and they say, hey, listen, we want to show you the real deal. We want to show you the size of it. You can walk up to the billboard. As a billboard, as you know, driving past, it sucks because you're right. You only see the dots and nobody's going to pay attention to that. But as you know, a lot of people walk, and that is specifically geared towards people that are walking by. They can put their hand up to it. They can go, oh, that's the actual size of that burger. That looks awesome. I'm going to walk an extra 100 meters to Burger King and get myself one of those mega stacker burgers. And I think the sales will tell, but I agree with you in a sense, like Burger King hasn't always been great at advertising. I mean, their sales numbers are down. Their sales numbers aren't what they should be in a lot of countries and a lot of places. And that is due to doing things that are making their product seem less nice, which I think the Moldy Whopper did. So I agree with you. Like that's maybe a crappy advertising campaign that all the industry loves. I don't personally love it, but I think this one's different. I think this one is playing on a very important part of advertising and touching consumers in a very specific way that all of us can relate to, is like not getting the product that we actually wanted. So yes, that's why I think it's a good ad, and I think it'll drive sales, but time will tell.
Chris,
tell me why I'm wrong.
Everything that you're saying, I agree with what you're saying, but if they're going to be authentic, if they're going to show the real burger, show the real burger. Because none of the burgers that we've ever seen in advertising have ever been real. And if they actually showed the burger the way that it looks, at whatever size they want to show it, if it's massive on the billboard, hardly fits, or tiny, but it actually looks like what it is, that would be authentic. That would be something interesting. McDonald's or Burger King or any of you, call me up. We can talk this through. But do that. Show it real, because everybody's had Burger King. Everybody's had McDonald's. Show the real burger and show people this is what you know. This is what you love. It's not some fake picture. Come on by. You know you want to. You already know what it tastes like. So anyway, yeah.
I love it.
I
Good
think it was
points,
garbage.
Jason. I think you're right. I think there is like it's authentic but inauthentic at the same time. It's a very, very good point. So you're like saying,
Perfectly
hey, it's not
put.
enough. It's on the edge of good, but it's not good.
Yeah.
So
it's on the edge.
Which is,
Be real.
Which is fast food anyway, right? Like it's on the edge of good, but it's not good. But that's actually a good euphemism for both Burger King and McDonald's. It's on the edge of good, but it's just not.
That's a good euthanasia.
Euthanasia, yes, that's a good euthanasia right there.
Euphemism, euthanasia. I don't know what you said. Either way, everybody listening, tell us what you think. Is the Burger King Real Size Burgers a good campaign? Is it a garbage campaign? Is it just a campaign for other marketers to say, wow, how outside the box did they think this time? You tell us in the comments.
Tell us in the comments. Let us know. Support the show. Subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. Give us a like. Give us a share. We would love that. Give us a review. We would love to get this to more people. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye.
That's Chris Kubbernus, and I'm Ronald McDonald.